How's it going, everyone? This is Virtually Chris, and today I went to Best Buy, my local Best Buy, to try out the Oculus Touch controllers. And I want to talk a little bit about my experience. So I went into Best Buy to try the Unspoken demo, and I chose this one because I've heard from a lot of people that it is a pretty awesome demo experience and a pretty awesome game. So I did that, put on the Oculus Touch controllers, and they were actually like the perfect weight, a little bit heavier than I thought, but definitely lighter than the Vive controllers. But yeah, the finger presence was really cool, like having to point out your index finger or your thumb. And it wasn't as transitional as I thought it would be, especially in the beginning of the demo experience. But once I got into Unspoken, there was actually kind of an animation to cut between the different finger states. So once that was in place, it definitely looked a lot better. And I think they were using the Oculus Avatar SDK for the hands, so I'd imagine the hands will look awesome in most games. But yeah, that really adds a whole nother level of immersion over the Vive controllers, where it's like you're holding a sword or something like that. Whereas with these controllers, it feels like it's actually your hands, and you can point, pick stuff up. I actually really did like the hand grip button. It's a little bit like mushy and stuff, but it's for picking stuff up and it's analog, so I thought that was pretty cool as well. As for the Unspoken, it has really addictive mechanics. Throwing the fireball was very fun, as well as creating a shield and using your special ability. So mine was hitting a hammer on an anvil to get a spear, and I'd be able to throw that spear and it did more damage, broke shields, things like that. So this is definitely a multiplayer game, and I've heard there's not really a campaign in it, which makes sense. Hopefully they'll add that sometime in the future though. But as for a launch title of Oculus Touch, it's really strong. The graphics are pretty much better than any VR game I've ever seen, coming either from Steam VR or from Oculus Home, so that's really exciting. And overall, I'm very excited to get my Oculus controllers within the next week or so, and definitely be playing lots of multiplayer games with my friends and things like that. I think that's really where these controllers shine, is they're just, they're meant for multiplayer. You can see your friends pointing at things or giving you a thumbs up. It really adds to the level of immersion in games. So I'm very excited for next week. I hope you guys all are too, who are getting the Oculus Touch. And with that being said, that's about it. It's a really great controller. I'll definitely be having an in-depth review and an in-depth comparison of the Touch controllers versus the Vive controllers. But for now, in my mind, the Oculus Touch controllers beat the Vive controllers just by a little bit. So that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!